In video number 2, we have handed over evacuation of Salalah areas. Now we are going to start from Operation ZB-Azab against Haqqani network. Pakistani army did operation against Haqqani network in order to eradicate the terrorism from Pakistan, because these groups have started and have launched terrorism against Pakistan. They took many lives of innocent Pakistanis, so our military decided to launch a military operation against these groups, and in this way Zarb-e-Azab was launched and got successfully. Its result was good for Pakistan, as after Zarb-e-Azab and Radul-Fasad, the terrorism got finished in Pakistan, almost, not complete but almost, we can say. So this was the history of the relationship of Pakistan and American relationship. So in this history, we came across two things that the relation that are between the relationship of Pakistan and America. One is that Pakistan still continued to ask for aid in economic and military aid, and on the other side, America continued to deceive Pakistan on different forums, like in 1971, 1975, and after 90. So there was a trust deficit in this relationship. Though it was America was an oldest ally of Pakistan, but it cheated it many times, and so that's why the public of Pakistan have opinion against American, that they cheated us again. So this was the historical perspective of this relationship. Now we are going to see the contemporary challenges that Pakistan and American relationships. What are the contemporary challenges? IMF and World Bank bailout and Pak-US relation. So these are the banks. In these over these banks, Western countries have influence, and they help Pakistan for having bailout from these banks. And this is one of the challenges, that if these countries, I mean to say America, supported Pakistan, if it supports Pakistan, Pakistan will be able to get bailout from these banks. And the other thing, the nature of military and strategic relations. I mean to say, this is very important to understand that on one side, America provided us military support and I mean to say the military equipments and weapons. On the other side, America asked us to not use these weapons against India. So if we are accumulating the weapons, why we were creating? We are creating these, accumulating these weapons to have a deterrence against India. And if the country that is providing us these weapons and imposing a sanction that you are not supposed to use these weapons against India, because it has alliance with India and it has made a deal, that is Comcast deal and all that. So this is very important to understand. This is a challenge that America has to decide, that what would be the way of these relationship, or what would be the way of the weapons which America is providing to Pakistan, and also imposing sanctions. So FATF and Pak-US relation. So it's very also important. If America wants, Pakistan will be able to get rid from this FATF list, because America has influence over it. And the number 4 point, Kashmir issue and recent US position. As recently America took a decision to have mediation over Kashmir issue, that America is ready to have mediation on the Kashmir issue, but India rejected this one. But this statement by America made this issue more complex, that India has revoked Article 370 and 35A. So in this way, the situation got more complex. India-US in Pak's perspective. This is very important to understand. As I have talked earlier, that America and US has made a deal, come across a deal in which they will have mutual defense. So on one side, Pakistan has to make its deterrence against India. On the other hand, it is taking weapons and air jets from America. And on the other side, America has alliance with India. So it's a very complex situation. These countries has to decide what would be the way forward. And other thing, changing regional politics is also going to change, as CPAC and One Belt Road Initiative and many other things that are happening, and they are becoming the cause of the change of the politics, as China is going to the economic hegemon of the world. And here we came across the Thucydides stripes, as he says, an emerging superpower is a threat to existing superpower. So this is the situation that is very important to understand, and Pakistan has to decide. Pakistan has to balance the relationship with China and America. It's very tough, though it's very tough, but not impossible. Pakistan can do this if Pakistan just... the important thing for Pakistan is to its own survival by its own. Pakistan's always depends upon the country, other countries, the economic aid and all that. So Pakistan should try to have its own resources, use its own resources, and to be at its own resources. This is an important thing for Pakistan, to have a balanced relationship with these superpowers. And the other thing, the trust deficit. It's also a challenge for this relationship, that these two countries have very trust deficit. Means they don't trust each other. They don't trust the promises and the offers of each other, and in this way, the result is very bad in global arena, we can say. The next thing, that how we are going to conclude this all. Suggestions for Pakistan and suggestions for US. Cooperation with Missouri. Suggestions for Pakistan. Pakistan needs to decide its policy. That what are the offers, or what are the interests that Pakistan will be going to complete Americans' interest. And Pakistan has to decide that on what basis Pakistan will be doing this. Pakistan has to decide what are those interests that Pakistan will be making, and what are those interests that Pakistan will not be doing for America. This must be decided by someone. And the other thing, Pakistan has to, as Pakistan has already done in that the concept of bad Taliban and good Taliban, this is also very important for Pakistan. And Pakistan should have a balanced relationship with Saudi Arabia, Iran, and all the countries, with China. And suggestions for US. US needed to have a relationship with Pakistan, a friendly, or a relationship on an equal basis, not for just Americans' interests. As earlier, or in 70 years, America just used Pakistan as a scapegoat. It always tried to cheat Pakistan. So America need to change its policy for Pakistan, as it must have a balanced relationship with Pakistan. And Imran Khan, the PTI government, has got successful in this. That Pakistan, nowadays we are saying that the relationship between Pakistan and America are the good one, as Pakistan supported Afghan Taliban in Pakistan. In the peace talk was held by Pakistan, and in this way the Afghan peace initiative got started. So these are some important steps that have been taken by Pakistani leadership and American. So this all happened due to mutual collaboration, mutual cooperation. So this is very necessary for these two countries, that they must be the peace initiator in the world. America needs to change its own earlier policy of intervention at everywhere. America should adopt the policy of China, as China has very good policy. It has impressed the world through its soft power. China is investing in other countries and getting interest and getting the support, morals, and soft support of these countries through BRI and through other investment in other countries. So America should also follow this route of soft power. It's the century of economic, it's not the century of weapons and intervention. So it would be very important for America that if America continuously starts this way as it has done in past, so it can have a loss in the form of in the loss of its superpower. Means to say China can can be the hegemon of upcoming century or upcoming world. Not upcoming century, not upcoming world. I mean to say the situation that is right now we are facing, the coronavirus has all over the world spread over. So at this time China is supporting every country and it has become successful while dealing with corona. Whereas on the other hand America is still there and America is facing problem. So this is the time that world needs cooperation, not competition. So in this situation America should play a positive role. I mean to say a role that is peace, that must be for peace initiative, that must be for the mutual collaboration and cooperation. So both the countries should take care of each other's benefits, each other's interest, and should be the way forward for peace. Both countries should work in education department, science and technology, as Pakistan has a huge population. I mean to say Pakistan is the 5th largest country population-wise. So America can take the benefit of this market, but if it is going to use it with soft power, but if it is going to use it with hard power, as its earlier American policy it was that they intervene everywhere, and as a result they lost the public opinion, public interest. So it's very important for America that they need to change their hard power policy or the hearts. They need to use soft power. This was all about US-Pak relation. For having command over this topic, you need to study current affair articles about this because in everywhere there's some recent developments happens and they are very important to have a critical analysis and conclusion about these issues. About these types of topics of question. These questions are not just about the historical perspective, but also the current situation that as the subject is current affair. So it's important that you guys should read newspaper articles and properly listen the media talks. So I'm gonna end here this topic, and inshallah we will be meeting with next topic in next week.